Hello and welcome to our channel once again. This is Kemba's Building Construction Services and my name is Engineer Casey. In our previous videos, we were talking about the cost of building a 5-bedroom duplex in Nigeria in this February 2025. Previously, we've calculated the quantity of materials and the cost from the foundation to the decking level. And in this particular video, we're going to be looking at the total cost of materials and the quantity of materials required for this decking using this our 5-bedroom duplex house plan. And please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and share our posts so some of your friends will see. And also know that you can actually call on us for your quality construction services anywhere. For the decking woods, these are the woods you will need to buy if you are using this particular design we are using to estimate. This particular house plan. You're going to get a 450 pieces of 1 by 12 by 12. That is plank. You preferably go for sawmill. Sawmill is a well planed wood that is good enough for your decking. Can go for that at the rate of 3,200 depending on your location. Then that of 2 by 2 by 12, that is line, good one, at 800 naira each. Then you go for 1 by 6 by 12, that is for staircase risers and for trimming of the decking at 1,600 each. Then go for bamboo, for support. That is go for 170 pieces of bamboo at 1,000 naira each, making it a total of 1,954,000 naira only for decking woods.
For your building construction, building contractor, architectural design, building contractor, project.
Then for cement, you can budget at least 180 bags of cement at 9,000 naira each, depending on the size of your decking and also your location. Okay. Then for the decking concrete work, we advise that you use granite if you can afford it. 50 tons of granite at 1,600,000, depending on your location and the size of your project. Then over to the chap sand needed for the decking work. We're looking at 75 tons of chap sand at 600,000 naira, depending on your location and the size of your project. Here are other materials you may be needing for the decking work. That is 40 kg of binding wire at 65,000 naira, 3 bags of 3-inch nail at 32,000 naira each, 1 bag of 2-inch nail at 32,000 naira, 80 kg of damp-proof membrane, that is nylon, at 120,000 naira, making it a total of 313,000 naira only, depending on your location. I repeat, it depends on your location. The prices might vary. It could be different from what other persons are selling other places. Looking at decking piping, that is plumbing and electrical piping, it could budget 180,000 for electrical pipes and accessories, then 90,000 naira for plumbing pipes and accessories, depending on your location and the size of your project. Note that you could also use dots for the plumbing pipe.
Use contractors, we go give you standard job. For your building construction, building contractor, architectural design, building contractor, project management.
Let's take a look at the rods required for the decking reinforcement, the needed rod, the quantity, and the prices depending on your location and the size of your decking. At first, we have 1 ton of 16 mm, that is 52 pieces of 16 mm at 16,300 naira only each, depending on your location, like I said. Then 144 pieces of 12 mm, that is 1.5 ton of 12 mm, at 9,500 naira each, depending on your location. Then 135 pieces of 10 mm rods for top reinforcements. That is 1 ton of 10 mm rods at 8,500 naira each. 70 pieces of 8 mm rods for stirrups. So that is going to give us a total of 3,769,100 naira only for the rods required for the decking work. And like I said earlier, it's going to depend on your location and on the size of your decking. And also, it also depends on who is building for you. Do you understand? When you come across some buildings, you realize that it's either they are overusing materials or they are using lesser materials. I do advise people, if you want to build, get a professional. Building is not something that you will just build today and bring it down tomorrow. Most decking reinforcements are being poorly done because of the builders or maybe the engineers involved. Most of the decking after concrete work, if you are working on it, you'll be hearing, as in you will realize that the decking is vibrating. You understand? Another thing is a professional should also make use of spacer block, spacer biscuits. Yeah, most of the rods, most of the decking, when you lose the woods from the decking, you realize that you'll be seeing rods from under your decking. That is a poor job. So when you are building, after spending all these monies to gather materials, be bold enough, be courageous enough to hire a professional that will make good use of your materials. Don't just go and look for cheap labor to do it because you believe that he or she can do it. He has been doing it for other people. The result is what will convince you. And also, one more thing, if you are building, endeavor to know your taste. Try to have a choice, like a taste, that this is kind of thing I want. Don't just bring somebody and say build. Try to communicate, have that communication skills on what you need in your own building. Okay. So now we're going to be looking at the total cost for decking for this particular 5 bedroom duplex. Let's take a look at the total cost. So looking at the total material cost for this decking, that is using this particular 5 bedroom duplex house plan, you'll be looking at 10,126,000 naira only for the decking. And like I made mention earlier, it depends on your location and the size of your decking and who is handling the decking for you. And most importantly is that it could spend less or it could even spend more than this based on these three factors I've mentioned. When you want to build, try to make use of your spaces. Don't create unnecessary spaces in your building to reduce cost. Most people in their sitting room, they used to make it void. One of the reasons is to add to the aesthetics and also to reduce cost of decking materials. You understand? So in most cases, try to reduce creating unnecessary spaces in your building. Where you will feel it is during the decking and also during the roofing, especially if you are using this regular send down the rain roofing style. So when you want to make your design to be appropriate. Kindly watch out for our next video, which would be block works from the decking to the parapet level and the lintel works. We're going to be talking about the quantity of materials, the cost implication to get the materials, and so many other things that will enable you to save cost while building your house anyway.